Okay, so we're going to look at Venn diagrams. Okay, so Venn diagrams possibly devised by a man in the 19th century called John Venn, and he did it to show information. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to start off nice and easy, and we're not going to concern ourselves with A union B, A intersection B. That's all on the site on Maths Watch and is explained really well. But some people do get stuck on filling out Venn diagrams, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, so if we take this as an example, there are 50 students in a class. Okay, so 50 is a universal set. Okay, with Venn diagrams we talk about sets. Okay, you don't really need to worry about it too much, but you'll see this fancy E, which stands for the universal set, which is the totality that we're dealing with. So we're dealing with 50. Okay, so we have 50 students, 27 study history and 31 study physics. So we've got to show this on the Venn diagram. Now we can see that the two circles overlap. So this area here, the intersection, is for people that are studying physics and history. They're studying both. So here, this would be for people studying physics alone, and here, people that are studying history alone, and the intersection in here for people that are studying physics and history. Okay, so that's hopefully nice and simple. So now if we look at our numbers, there are 50 students in total. 27 are doing history, 31 are doing physics. Now if we take 27 and 31, if we add them together, we get more than 50. Okay, so if we just do that, so we've got 31 plus 27. So 7 and 1 is 8, and 3 and 2 is 5. Okay, so we have 58 students. Now we can't have 58 students because there's only 50 in total. So we've got 8 too many. And it's that group that is too many that goes into the intersection. Okay, this is always the case. So we have 8 too many, so we know that 8 must be doing physics and must be doing history. Okay, so you add these two numbers together, however many you've got more than the totality, you put in the intersection. Okay, so now what we can do is we can fill out the rest. We know that all 50 students are studying physics or history, or physics and history, so all 50 will be in the circles. So we've got 27 that are studying history. Okay, so we've got 27 that are studying history. So 27 will be in this circle, but we've already got 8 inside this circle, so we can take 8 away from 27. Okay, so 8 from 27 would be 19. Okay, because 19 plus those 8 would give me the 27 that are studying history. Now we've got 31 that are studying physics. Okay, so again we've got this circle for physics. 31 are studying physics, but don't forget these 8 on the intersection are already studying physics, so we can take those away from the 31. Okay, so 8 from 31, if I remember rightly, is 23. So 23 plus 8 gives us our 31. So now if I add 23 plus 8 plus 19, you wouldn't have to do this, but I'm just doing this to show you. 23 plus 8 we know is 31, and 31 plus 19 does give us the 50 students. So now we've shown that 23 are doing physics alone, 19 are doing history alone, and 8 are doing physics and history. Okay, it really is that simple. So find out how many you've got too many of, put them in the intersection, but don't forget them. Okay, remember they are part of the history set and also part of the physics set. Okay, so I'm going to pause and I'm going to go to a question that I've got from the site. Okay, so this is from the site, one of the questions on the site. So a group of 80 students in a college is surveyed. So we've got 80 is a universal set. They're asked which of Spanish or French they are studying. Okay. 71 of the students surveyed studied. I'll say that again. 71 of the students surveyed studies at least one of the 2 languages. Okay, so 71 students are studying either Spanish or French or Spanish and French. Okay, so 71 are studying a language. So complete the Venn diagram. Okay, now in this box, this is all our people, all our things, whatever it is, it's the totality of what we're dealing with. Okay, now we have the Spanish circle and the French circle. We know that 25 are just studying French. We know that 14 are just studying Spanish. We yet don't know how many are studying French and Spanish. Now you'll see a little box out here, and this means people who are not studying Spanish or French. Okay, they're not studying either language. So this is just Venn diagrams is just is just deduction. Okay, so if we have 80 students in total, but 71 study at least one of the two languages. That means 9 aren't studying a language at all. So we can put 9 in here, because that 9 are not studying Spanish, they're not studying French. Okay, and we got the 9 by deducting 71 from 80. Okay, so that 9 we're not interested in now. So now we come to this part. 71 of the students studied at least one of the two languages. So we know we've got 71 students studying a language. Now we've got 14 studying Spanish, and we've got 25 studying French. Okay, so if I add those together, that gives me 39. Okay, so 39 students are studying either Spanish or French, but we know 71 are studying at least one language. So what we can do is we can find out how many are studying Spanish and French, this intersection, by taking away the 39 from the 71. Okay, because these 39 we know excuse me, are only studying one language. So we know 71 are studying at least one language. So the remainder must be studying both languages. So 39 from 71, I think, is 32. So we would have 32 students are studying French and Spanish. Okay, so now we've completed the Venn diagram. So now answering any questions after this is a cakewalk. So how many students study only French, or only French is here, not in the intersection, so we can say 25. And how many students study Spanish? Now it doesn't say only Spanish, it says studies Spanish. So that would be the 14 and the 32, because even though these 32 people are studying French, they are also studying Spanish as well. So 32 plus 14 gives us 46. Okay, so inevitably in the exam you will be given some information, or sometimes you won't be given any information in the Venn diagram at all, but in the writing of the question they will give you information that you can automatically put into the Venn diagram. Okay, so I hope you understand that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to a question where we have 3 sets inside. Okay, so I'll just pause. Okay, so I've got a question here which looks fairly horrible, but let's see. So in a college, 60 students enrolled in chemistry. So we have 60 doing chemistry, 40 doing physics, and 30 doing biology. Now we have 15 in chemistry and physics. Go away. Go away. 10 in physics and biology, 5 in biology and chemistry, no one enrolled in all 3. So find how many are enrolled in at least one of the subjects. So the one certain thing we can write is no one enrolled in all 3. So here we have, in this section, the intersection of physics, chemistry and biology. Okay? So we could leave that blank. Or, as I'm going to do, I'm going to put 0 in. Just to remind me that nothing should go in there. So now I've got that, I'll reread the question and see if we can put some information in. So I know how many students are enrolled in chemistry, physics and biology. So it says 15 are doing chemistry and physics. So chemistry and physics would be in the intersection between chemistry and physics, okay, in this area here. But because there's nobody done all 3, that means that this area must be the 15. Okay. 10 did physics and biology. So again, physics and biology, so we've got the intersection physics and biology. Nobody did all 3. So those 10 must go in here. Okay, because 10 plus nothing is 10. 15 plus nothing is 15. And then we have 5 did biology and chemistry. So again, biology and chemistry, so we're interested in this intersection here. And 5 did biology and chemistry. Okay. If they had said they did just biology and chemistry, then we would put 5 in here. Okay. But if if there had been a number in here, say 2, then we would have had to take 2 away from the 5, because this must total 5. Okay, same as we did in the previous question. So now filling the rest of it is a piece of cake, because we know that 60 studied chemistry. So we have 5 here that studied chemistry, and we have 15 here that studied chemistry. So we've already got 20. So 20 from 60 means that 40 did chemistry alone. Okay. Now 40 studied physics. So in the physics circle, we've already got 25. So if 25, 10 plus 15, if 25 are already there, and 40 studied physics, 40 take away the 25 means that 15 only studied physics. Okay, and then biology, again, we go to the biology set or the biology circle, and we have 15 already here because they're studying other subjects as well. So we've got those 15, 30 in total, so 30 from 15 means that the remaining 15 studied biology alone. Okay, and the question says find how many are enrolled in at least one of the subjects. So all the information here now is there. We can see that 40 studied chemistry alone, 15 studied physics alone, and 15 studied biology alone. Okay, so from one tiny piece of information, which is certain that nobody did anything, nobody studied all three subjects, that allows us now to work from the inside out. Okay, so that's a 3-circle Venn diagram, and that's as difficult as you're going to get at GCSE anyway. Okay, so I hope that helps, and I hope I've explained it okay to you. So just carry on doing what you're doing.